Hello, Mixer. How you guys doing? Welcome to the Fate of Vaumar, episode 1. So, brand new game. Been kind of in the works for some time. A lot of personal schedules, events, real life stuff's kind of kept us until today to launch this. So, we initially played Legacy of Fate back in the day. We had two groups in the same world. There was just a number of kind of scheduling conflicts, kind of making it uneven to both groups. So we broke them up into both Legacy of Vaumar, which is our Friday show, and the Fate of Vaumar being our Sunday morning show. That being said, we are back at it. Normally we start about 11 a.m., give or take some people having real life events. We are down one party member for episode 1, who will not be making their appearance in episode 1. However, will be with us later. Real life issues coming into play for him. So we're going to get into it. Character introductions, kind of introductions to the world. We have briefly spoke for about the last hour and a half, getting some details ironed out. But today's going to be a lot of information, kind of a lot of introduction into the world for both the players and for you guys watching at home. Feel free to shoot questions, comment, and we'll try and keep you guys as well informed as the party. So let's get right into it. This is our temporary screen here, something we had to throw together for today. So we'll be getting a little bit better of a layout going forward, one for both combat and non-combat. So expect to see that hopefully by episode 2. But we do have one at least up working that we can get on the time schedule. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and introduce you to both the players and the characters for the very first time. Hello, players and characters.
Hello.
Hello, voice in my head.
I am the voice in your head. So, we're going to start this introduction to who you guys are as players in episode 1, and a little bit about your characters. First up, longtime player, Miss Huggles.
Free Huggles.
All the free Huggles.
So I am Free Huggles. I was part of the campaign before this. And I'm happy to be part of this one too. I don't really do a lot other than that.
You work like 5 jobs. Sleep
I
for
work
about
3
an hour
jobs
a
and I
day.
can say now this is my day off and I get to spend it with you guys.
You sound so happy. 23rd, right, Huggles? 23rd, and you get a little bit more time to yourself.
Uh-huh.
Oh, also, you might hear yelling at Dexter. Dexter is the best small puppy on the other side of the pond.
This is true. He is currently asleep.
Excuse me?
I said small puppy.
Nope. He's the best. That's what we have.
Sure.
So, and who are you playing today in this campaign?
I am playing Brae Panamis, who is a half-elf. She came to the city maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and she's kind of been getting to know the city, getting to know lots of people here, trying to make friends, and live her life in this city now. See what it brings, where the future goes, what she needs to do. Her elven side is from the Sun Elf, so she's very blonde, very light features. She wears very usual traveler's garbs. She has 2 long leather braces around her forearms that she never seems to take off. You always see her out and about with them on. That is Brae.
Alright. Another longer time player is Mr. Epi, or Epipotamus.
Yeah. Hello.
So, tell us a bit about you, and then your character,
Well,
of course.
I'm Epi. I've played on most of Sev's games on and off. I'm also across the pond, and it snowed, so it's really cold. You may also hear my dogs barking, just to give you a fair warning. I will be playing the probably one of the biggest pyromaniacs to grace Sev's tables. That will be Ember. Her full name is Heather Emberforge. She's a unknown to her. She's a cleric of knowledge and ever so slightly sneaky rogue. I plan to make lots of fun things with her. Lots of fun things. Also, she's a redhead, if that plays any interest into anything. I don't know.
Alright, so that will take us to someone brand new to Legacy and Fate, but not new to D&D, and been playing with us for like almost you're a year and a half now, huh? Coming up on 2 years, like the rest of us. Mr. Crazy King.
Hi.
So a little bit about you, and then about your characters.
All about me. All right. What's up, Crazy King?
Meme Lord.
You know, from the Great White North up in there. I don't know. That's about it. Like, but my character is he's a warforged called the Iron Duke. He's a ranger. For description, I didn't really come up with anything, so I guess the picture will have to do.
He's a tin can.
Yeah, giant tin can.
Giant tin can badass. And
He has a
the most
big gun.
important part of your character, let's be honest, is Gobi, your clockwork dragon companion.
Yes, I got a
Who will be
dragon.
is considered an NPC in terms of social ability, but does follow your directions. So I will narrate Gobi for you if need be.
Cool.
So that's Crazy King and the Iron Duke with Gobi, and someone who joined the Legacy of Fate just before we decided to split the games into two is Travis.
Hey, I'm Travis, like you said. Been playing for probably about as long as Crazy has. Here and there with Sev every now and then. And I am playing Thatch, the Furbolg monk, who is really tall, really light on his feet, not that strong, which is weird for an 8-foot tall man. But, he makes it work.
He's lean.
He's very lean, yes.
Lean, the fighting machine.
Yes. He prefers the peaceful solutions, but he'll knock some heads together if he has to. And his end goal is to fight for peace. So we're hoping we can accomplish that for the poor man. And he is originally from the Feywild, but a long and strange series of events has ended up with him in this world. So
nice. And
yes.
as the party doesn't even know this yet, our fifth and final player has just literally made it home.
Oh.
And that is Mr. Joshua, also known as Anything.
All right.
He should be in here.
Nice.
He hasn't made it in here yet. Damn it, Josh, you had one job. You had one job. Oh, we'll get with him in a second as he.
You were supposed to be the chosen one.
Yeah, you're the chosen one. Like, the whole campaign's over now, guys. Sorry, we're going to restart. See you in 6 months. That's what we have to, make a brand new world and characters now.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Alright. Everything's ruined. So.
Go back to bed.
Yeah, you go back to bed, Crazy. It's still not the main time for you. So, all of you guys have some previous knowledge of each other. As was discussed beforehand. You guys have all made yourself, the way to, what was the tavern name? We had decided the tavern name, did we not? Looks at notes. I don't know why I'm asking any of you guys this stuff, because I'm sure you remember.
The Fuzzy Navel.
You
It's
can tell
not
us.
the Fuzzy Navel. It is known as the Imaginary Ingot. It is a tavern.
Right.
Deep in the city, and I'll get you the city name because I'm sure you guys don't know that one either. Deep in the city of Goldwall. Sounds like we just had someone join us.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, we gave you this huge introduction. We touted you as the chosen one, and you weren't into voice. So, welcome, Josh, or Anything. Tell us a little bit about yourself and then the character you're playing.
Okay, so I'm Anything, or Josh, as many people know me here. I'm incredibly new to the D&D scene. I've only been around for like a few months, and these people took me in, and I'm extremely happy about it. So, and about my character, he is a bard, College of Hysteria. he's seen magic is new here, so he's seen Fae, and with magic comes Fae, right? I would assume so.
Generally.
Yeah, so he's seen Fae around, but like people wouldn't believe him about it because he's heard these. So people have just assumed him hysterical, but he's not really all that insane.
Points to the Fate table. Hi, Thatch.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, he says in Sylvan.
Oh, he replies in Sylvan have.
So, as you guys are in the imaginary ingot within the city of Goldwall, on the continent, I think you guys have the continent name, or I need to give that to you too. I mean, I'm sure we had done all this, but, you know.
I'm sure once upon a time we went over this.
Play it.
I've
Give it
only
to
seen
me.
the map today.
Okay.
You see, Sev, you did word building with people in stream, not us.
You were
There's a lot-
welcome. You guys were all supposed to show up.
I like the surprise.
Tell us about that.
The invitation got lost in the mail.
Yeah.
No, like last week, right? So,
Yeah, definitely.
that being said, the continent of Okush. As you guys have each made your way here, you slowly move your way in. You don't know who is who. Brae is Huggles. Heather Ember Forge is Epi. The Iron Duke and Gobi is Crazy King. Thatch is Travis. And Xavier is Joshua. So, you all have made your way to the table inside this, more kind of, more of a nightclub-esque tavern and inn. There are a slew of different people across. Each of you basically having gotten, called for this mission. As each of you slowly make your way in, the place is a little bit loud. But you each are ready to kind of find your way to, the table. As I'll get you guys some background music here.
I have a question. Is the favela music from Star Wars playing?
Nope. You'll be able to hear the music via volume. So who would be the first? Who's the character that always wants to be early to every single meeting? Like, it has to be number one.
So Ember walks in.
Brae.
No, Brae, after you.
They both walk in at the same time, realizing they look at each other. They can't get through the door.
Squints.
I thought I was.
Ember steps back so she can go in first.
Thank you.
Ember
Joking.
admires the view.
So as the two of you enter one after another, this club is packed. There's a few hundred people just in this smaller kind of central room. There's multiple floors to this place. Think of it's kind of like a ravish nightclub, right? There's scantily clad women kind of walking around serving all sorts of different drinks. As they approach, one approaches you and smiles to the pair of you. Welcome to the Imaginary Ingot.
Hello.
Are you here just? Do you need a table, private room, drinks? What can I get you?
I'll take a drink to start.
Drink?
I think I'm meeting people here.
Are you paying for a private room, or are you just going to grab one of the tables?
I think a table will be fine. I mean, it means I get to watch you work, so yeah, a table will be fine.
She smiles. The name is Jenny.
Nice to meet you, Jenny.
She seems human, kind of like, almost has like the Skrillex-esque haircut. Kind of like purple, long purple hair. Definitely, is a bright, as you can see, most of the, what, if you're playing more, fantasy style, would be considered a wench. But more kind of like, eye candy, of the establishment. Basically, you've all been to a club where they serve like the test tube drinks. Those girls are basically wearing nothing. That's what you can kind of imagine from her basic getup.
Points to Joshua. Not everyone's safe.
Hey, it's okay. He can dream.
Boy. Am I getting mocked up in like the first 10 minutes of this?
Generally, yeah. Welcome to Fate.
I thought we would go longer than this. Come on now.
Nope.
Hang on, I'm here. No, that's not gonna happen.
Early and often.
So, as they kind of make their way through, she kind of brings you over to a table, sits you down, and ales or something special off the house.
What have you got?
Yeah.
She kind of puts down like a selection of all these neon brightly colored liquids. It's basically like in the test tube rack. They're basically test tube shots, and she says, well, we have all of these. They're all sorts of different flavors. Some provide you with more of a mental release.
How much is a rack?
A rack would be 35 gold. You realize they're pretty expensive.
Ember slides over the 35 gold.
And she leaves and says, hey, if there's anything else, you can just, call me over. And she smiles, kind of making her way back into the mixture of people and races. As you look around, just the two of you, you see there's a couple men seemingly arguing. Seem to be, guards or soldiers, something along those lines. They're like 5-6 tables away, but one kind of slams his fist down, drawing your attention as are having a louder conversation with his man. You see the fist is kind of clockwork and design, get different kind of mechanical parts that kind of almost merge into the skin where his elbow is.
Brae seems to pay attention, trying to pick up what they're arguing about.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll if you actually want to try and pick out parts of the conversation. Same to you, Ember, if you wish to.
I'm looking for the conversation. I want to.
Well, here, the very first roll of our game is a natural 20. And
all right.
However,
it's all downhill from here.
It's all downhill from here, guys. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Campaign started with a bang. I guess that's it.
I want to give the
They seem to be arguing about just stupid things like bragging who's the better shot. They're drunk, and that's evident in the slur that you pick up. However, it's all bragging. It's a bunch of guys out together bragging and shooting the shit.
Okay.
What do I hear?
Ember will wander over with her what are the drink the shots in again?
Yeah, there's a number of shots. There's all
what's the thing? I can't remember the name of what's holding it.
It's like a test tube holder.
Yeah,
you can't see the dice on the screen yet.
And she places down the test tube holder and goes, boys. And she will actually start to basically check out the arm to see how good it is.
They call me Mad Camel 1738. Thank you for the follow, by the way. And he just kind of looks over to you and smiles. He goes, takes one of them, shoots it down. Oh, you joining us, you come on. As obviously as all the boys are gonna hit on Ember.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm. And she's just busy focused on the arm. Can I make an investigation?
Sure.
While you're doing that, could I make a perception to see just the general?
You guys aren't done yet. We're kind of bringing you in one by one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're all set then.
So 24.
24. It's definitely clockwork. More, not like one of the newest arms. It's probably about a couple years old. But basically works similar to like our prosthetics, just it's more mechanical in nature.
She nods. She's like, who did your work for you?
I don't know, some army doctor. You get it, he really has no clue of the name. He's not even trying to he's not bullshitting you at all.
I get that. She's a little bit disappointed by this, and she hands him another shot.
He happily takes it. And shoots it down. So you're looking for a good time then?
I'm just waiting for my friends to get here.
Oh, more. I mean, looks over to the tabby cave room. She can join us too, and kind of waves towards you, Brae.
She
Enough
smiles
us to go
politely.
around.
Could you say that again, Huggles? I didn't hear you.
She smiles politely.
Oh, alright. I mean, if she wanted to join, Ember looks over at Brae curiously.
Brae's not moving.
She looks at her new friends.
You're on your own.
I think I better go back to her. She's not very used to nightclubs, it seems. Enjoy the drinks.
We can take you out of here. Smiles.
No, I have to wait for my friends. But enjoy the drinks. She takes one of the shots with her and walks back to the table.
Okay. So, which of the three of you would think you'd be next to arrive?
I would. I think, yeah.
Okay.
That shows up on time, not a second later or
Yeah.
earlier.
So, actually, it'd be Thatch then, because we
I'll just be
it
late
shows
as
up
hell.
on time. It's
Yeah,
Thatch.
Thatch is very punctual.
Yeah. So Thatch, immediately on, like the clock strikes midnight as
Yeah.
you walk through the door. Dead on time.
I'm assuming, being a couple of heads above the crowd, I can see pretty clearly.
Yeah, you're tall. Yeah, this 5'1" woman as you enter, go ahead and walks up to you. You're different.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening to you. What are you?
I am a furbolg. That is the name of my race.
Exotic.
I've been told that, yes. I'm supposed to meet some friends of mine here.
I'll be your
Hey.
friend.
Uh,
She has like a bunch of drinks in her hand. Shamelessly flirting for tips.
I'm sorry, I'm not much of a drinker. Have
We
you
all
have
have
you seen?
things to help you get release.
Uh,
She kind of pulls out like a pouch and like kind of on the thing, kind of shuffles out. There's like these bright blue, like almost look like crystalline things. You recognize them as
blue
drugs.
sky. No, thank you. I am perfectly right with my current mindset. Have you seen a woman with red hair around here?
She kind of sighs. Fine. And she kind of points over towards a table with your compatriots.
Thank you very much. Good evening. And he'll walk over to
She
Ember.
immediately walks over to some other kind of exotic race and begins speaking with them.
Yeah. Hello, Ember. Hello. This place would not have been my first choice for a meeting place, but
I mean, it's not so bad.
Half the bar is staring at Thatch.
oh yeah, I'm.
Ember just grins, pushes him down to a chair, and continues talking with him.
I'm like 400 pounds. How's the chair handling me?
It's fine, yeah.
All right. So, who else are we waiting on?
You don't know who's coming, actually.
Oh, okay.
You just know that you were all summoned.
Right. Okay.
Thatch, this is Brae, Thatch. I'm sure you've met at some point.
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It is.
I do not like this place at all. Thatch is just like
comfortable if we perhaps got a private room for all of us.
maybe. Thatch is like looking around at everybody nervously. All of the drinks and drugs and
The man with the clockwork arm looks over as Ember Base pushes you into the seat and raises an eyebrow.
Ember waves over at him.
Thatch will also politely wave.
Thank you for the follow, Jerker893. And he kind of puffs out his chest like, I could take him. You're like a good 2.5 feet tall than him at least.
Right.
He's like, I could take him. He just rolls his shoulders back and kind of, looks like he not like he's about to come over and punch you, but
Right.
he's trying to peacock a bit.
Thatch will obliviously turn to Ember and say, "He seems nice."
Yeah. She nods. Yeah. Yeah.
So, next through the door, slightly late, one might say an hour and a half late, walks in a bard, Mr. Xavier.
Just paranoidly looking around through his mask.
Brae waves him over.
He can you can't see his eyes through his mask, but he just shifting a bit, and then he just awkwardly walks over to you guys and just takes a seat.
One of the girls is so disappointed. She didn't get to try and sell him drinks. She shoots Brae a shit glance. Really? And stomps away. I think she stomps hard enough, and because this will. Thank you, Spartan Code 282 for the follow. I'm pretty sure that's Spartans. How have we not followed yet? So, begins walking away she's in those stupid high heels, and just stomps too hard down at once, and you can see her topple, and you can see the crashing of drinks as she falls into the crowd.
At the sound of
crying. Pull her back to buy a drink, but thinks better of it.
At the sound of crashing of drinks, does everyone in the bar just go, "Wait!" It's traditional over here. So.
No, but there's definitely some people that they call out. There's a shout. Not everyone though.
Ember joins in.
Hello. He says, awkwardly looking around through his mask.
And, hello. Says the 8-foot tall, furry guy.
Yeah, maybe speed up the guy there. Just saying in the future.
He looks up to him, and even with his mask, you can tell that he's wide-eyed. And he just stares at him, then just calmly looks back down to the table, or at least attempts to be calm. Hands in his lap, just and he just mutters to himself in Sylvan, what am I doing here?
I do not know either, says Thatch and Sylvan.
He just looks to him wide-eyed and he mutters, looks down.
Ember just watches both of them well, this is going to be fun. Two socially awkward people.
Yeah.
You think I'm socially awkward?
Do you want me to call more people over at the prospect of drinks?
No, thank you.
Ember grins.
So, what do you guys, the four of you, because someone is always fashionably late, apparently. What are the four of you kind of discussing at this point? Knowing that generally you guys work in 5-man teams.
Xavier would be just listening to the conversations around as well as listening to any conversation at his table.
I think Thatch would be going through the list of people they've worked with before, trying to think of who else could be next to show up.
Ember would probably look at Brae and go, "You have any clue why we're here? I mean, what kind of job could require my skills, your skills, punchy dude?" She then looks at the bard and goes, "You..."
I'm a bard. I play music. Yeah.
It's very good music. I've heard it.
Thank you.
He'd be a great distraction. Probably less of a distraction than a big guy here, but
Thatch does his best to shrink in his seat.
So, eventually, the door opens one last time as in walks this. How tall is your character? Crazy.
Oh God, I don't know.
You're supposed to know this. This is vital information.
said it in our description.
Alright, 7-foot tall Warforged.
Make them
The
tall.
Warforged are basically the D&D style of robots, for those of you that aren't unaware. Kind of walks in, mechanical, kind of, this construct. As one of the girls kind of looks, goes, "You're here for..."
He kind of looks around, scanning. I'm here for meeting, yes.
This little clockwork dragon, climbs up on his shoulder, and just kind of, starts ticking and says, "Meeting."
Yes.
Brae looks over to everyone at the table and sighs. Well, settle we are not.
Ember, her eyes are sparkling, and she's drooling. Shh. How does it work? Must take a part.
I do not believe that is the right thing to do here.
Hey, I'm gonna have to fix them up at some point. I mean, if I can take them apart and put them back together again. I mean...
I believe it's best you get their consent first.
We
Take
need to be quite noticeable out here on a table. Why don't we get a private room?
Yes, please.
You call back your original bartender, Janie?
I really want to call the one who fell over.
You can, if you want.
Can I?
Sure.
Awfully sorry. Could we get a round of drinks for everyone and a private room?
She's walking barefoot, so now she went from like 5'1" to 4'3".
So I'm now literally twice her height.
She's just walking over the plopping of feet, and she looks to you and goes, "Sure. What kind of drinks?" She's got like pink hair, kind of done up in this big, like crazy beehive style hairdo.
Xavier just looks to her, and he's not a good people person, so he's gonna say something I would never say.
Okay.
Did you wear those heels because you find you being short a bad thing? He tilts his head because it is.
Tilts her head and points to the fur log. He could step on me at this height.
Oh, I would never do that. I'm sorry if you think that of me.
Are your feet not sticky? I mean...
I don't want to talk about it right now.
I mean...
Oh.
Maybe just take a break, maybe?
She just kind of... "I'll be back with your room key and drinks."
Alright.
Thank you.
They
And
say.
you just hear like the flapping of her feet and like the sticking from the drinks that she had to step in.
She's nice, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Shoes really are a wondrous invention.
Blah blah 601. Thank you for the follow. As she comes back with a round of drinks, because you said drinks, not shots, and puts down a key and says, "Up those stairs, third room on the right."
Thank you. Brae pays and she tips her.
Yeah, it's about 50 gold per room and everything. Drinks. Room and drinks, 50 gold.
She'll pay the 50 gold and then one for her.
Yep. She smiles and thanks you and heads back over. Starts. You can see her. She sits behind like the bar, grabs a bucket of water and starts trying to wash her feet.
Ugh.
That's not gonna.
They're like rainbow colored from all the shots. She just
man.
had to stand up.
That's not gonna come off easy, Xavier says softly to himself. Oh well.
So you guys head upstairs.
Wonder if that's how they dye their hair. She follows after.
So
Thatch
you
is now
guys-
really scared that his fur is going to get matted when he drinks.
Only if we get him dumped on you.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like Xavier just being so worried about his mask just getting like ruined from all these drinks as well. Like it's a white mask and colorful drinks don't mix well with white masks.
Nope. You did not think about eating either, did you?
Oh no! Hey,
Yeah,
I have a plan. This is gonna be funny.
Okay. So, you guys walk over to the stairs. There's two, large kind of, bouncer-esque individuals. Look, as Brae, you show them the key. They kind of motion your whole group upstairs. As you kind of go up, there is this overhang that kind of has this, as you see in the picture, this kind of like large water thing, and there is like a pair of Triton females that are like almost water dancing in the center, going up and down. You kind of come your way over, walking down. Those of you who are interested in it, you may make me perception checks as you walk by a couple of the rooms.
Downhill from here, folks.
Ooh,
Oh, there's another nat 20.
nice.
So Thatch and Brae. Ember's not. Is anyone not rolling? Okay.
Ember rolled.
Yep, Ember rolled. That's Xavier. Are you rolling Iron Duke, or do you not care?
Oh, I don't really mind.
Okay. So, Thatch and Claire, you hear. Not Claire, Brae. You hear all sorts of interesting sounds from some of the rooms.
I'm sure.
And there's definitely some dancing going on in some of them, and other crazy and such activities happening in some of the rooms. As you kind of make your way towards your room, putting your key in, there's like this large kind of desk. There's couches. There's like that low style table, like so you could, there's pillows everywhere. It's actually rather nice, to be honest with you.
I much prefer this.
Away from people.
Bree's almost chuckling to herself.
When we close the door, does the music become quieter?
Yeah, it's definitely quieter.
So, anyone have any idea why we're all here together at this point?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I'm really not sure. Sorry.
It's gotta be a
Oh my
job
God,
of some
that's
kind.
funny.
He starts tuning his violin.
Okay then. She starts to eye up the clockwork.
Sev,
Mhm.
is there a person that we meet, like, usually that would give us a job? Or is it just a group of people that would, like, switch between... Like, do we have, like, a standard contact
Sometimes
that...
there's contacts. Yeah, there's a number of them.
Okay.
Whilst you guys wait here, I will perhaps wait outside. See if we're approached.
Alright.
There's a knock on the door.
Oh.
Looks up from his tuning.
Bree goes to open the door.
So as you open
Yes?
the door, you see that that individual that beckoned you over with the clockwork arm. It's kind of standing there.
Private party. Can I help you?
Oh yeah, inside. Let's go.
Tilts her head. Why should I let you in?
And he just smiles. It's better said inside, don't you
Uh,
think?
I can hear this, right?
Mhm.
Can I make an
Sure.
insight to see if
Sure.
he's drunk as he's
Of course.
on a 23?
On a 23, he's not drunk at all.
Oh.
Bree will kind of stand back and let him in before she realizes
Yeah.
any of this anyway.
Steps in, waits for you to shut the door. Guy sits down. Well then, apparently some of you understand being on time is necessary, and the other two of you don't really
I am always on time.
matter.
Well, he kind of just looks down.
kind of turns the clockwork arm, kind of, looks and pushes in on something, as a small kind of like slit and drawer opens up inside of it, and pulls out, like a multiple times folded paper, and puts it down on the table.
Ember squints. How did I miss that?
He smiles. Because the DC was 25. You rolled a 25.
Oh.
God damn, one off.
Yeah. I mean, he has to. He's literally a spy.
Yeah.
He's got to have something really sneaky to make sure he doesn't get caught.
Sickened. Okay.
This world has many wonders.
That's cool.
Kind of opens it up. So, you all are wondering why you're here.
Yeah.
Indeed.
This is not an easy mission. Most people think this is a suicide mission, to be honest with you. However, HEB has proven that you're capable in your own way.
Do you think this is a suicide mission?
He smiles. Yes.
Then
Then why
why?
would we take it?
Because there's a prototype airship in the tower. It's ready to be commissioned in 2 days. It's yet to be loaded with payload. However, it's quicker, more durable, and the chance to be much more deadly than anything that's been produced so far.
You know Ember's backstory, Sev.
I do.
Does she know what he's talking about?
You would have known that they were developing bigger and tougher airships, but that wasn't anything that you worked on. You were based. You're more the. They might be putting things that you worked on the airship,
Okay.
which would make them much more dangerous because now they become very, very mobile.
What is? Do you know what the airship's intended payload is?
Prototype weapons that hasn't yet seen combat.
I accept this mission.
Why are
you
we
wouldn't.
interested in this airship?
Why are we interested in this airship?
Mm-hmm.
So that they don't have it.
I presume you want
At
it for
least
yourself,
slows.
or you want it destroyed.
I steal it, destroy it, do whatever you want with it. Just don't let them have it.
Ember grins. Can I have it? And she bats her eyelids.
As long as they don't have it, it's one less thing that the Resistance needs to worry about. If they have this and this turns out, we will be in all-out war. They will begin to take everything. They don't need to travel across the desert anymore.
Xavier just looks up to him, and tilts his head. But why us in specific?
I don't know why they picked you. I'm just simply the man who gave you the blueprints.
My question here is, do you know if the actual blueprints for this prototype are stored at the facility?
They are stored in the facility. They'd be in the work dock. That's where I found them.
Brae's gonna start opening up the piece of paper on
Yeah,
the table and looking at
it's a rough sketch of the blueprints, based off memory.
How accurate is this?
Human error. I'm no looks towards the Iron Duke machine.
What kind of role would it be to look over the prints to see what?
Intelligence.
Ooh.
You do not have advantage. They are crude at best. You can't get a good read. For the type of read that you're looking for as Ember.
Yeah, I need to see the ship in person before. No.
Are you calling that in, Craig? Hold on. Our first donation.
Oh.
Just making sure.
Exciting.
Pleasant dreams. Alright.
I just gotta open up the picture. Alright. Mr. Travis.
Hey!
go ahead and roll me a D100 as Craig is calling in his Mistreaties magical deal, I think it is. Yeah, magic deal. Tell me what you roll.
23.
23. So I need you, or I'm going to have to open up this because I don't. I haven't built the donation tables over here yet. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to join the World of Pharrell game as well. This won't lag me at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Dark. And I'll tell everyone in chat, you have about... Once this is done, I'm going to close the straw poll. So please make sure you get your votes in.
Votes.
I'm excited.
Are you excited? Because I am, I think.
You can get your vote in for your early favorite. Which character? It's kind of close right now.
Is it? I haven't checked. So.
I will give you the straw poll. I think link is right there.
I should probably go follow.
On Mixer.
Thanks, Huggles.
I think that might be a good idea, you know.
I think you should follow Huggles.
I
That'd be
don't think
nice.
I've got an account.
It's always nice when the players of the game follow.
Right? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks, players. Love you too.
Hey,
Taras
I've already
rises from
played.
inside the tavern.
Oh.
To be fair, I haven't even ever signed up. So
That was a 23, right?
Yes.
Okay. Clicks and looks. If it stops red boxing,
Oh.
at some point it will stop red boxing. Trust me, it will.
One day.
I
One
believe.
It'll take like half an hour. Don't worry. So how's everyone's day?
I'm gonna make sure I get Craig and Epi in here to help
Pretty
me
good.
make them. So, what kind of you're a monk, right?
Yes.
All right. You have a short sword?
I have a quarterstaff.
Okay. Well, you know what? Your quarterstaff, because you're in a little bit of darkness, begins to glow like the moon, as you now have a moon-touched quarterstaff.
Oh.
When in darkness, when you wield it, it will give 30 feet of light, bright light, and 30 feet of dim light. That's the moonlight.
Can I control that?
Yes. I'll say
Okay.
that you can control it.
Alright.
So
I was gonna say.
it's not like you pull it out and you light up.
Right.
I was gonna say it's gonna be great. He's got the world's biggest glow stick.
He does.
That's
You're the
actually
world's
really,
biggest glow stick in the rave. So you
that's
got.
actually really good because furbolgs don't get dark vision.
Do they not?
so-
There you go. That's super useful.
No.
The full
Yeah.
small! Huggles, you know what? Thank you for the follow!
I forgot I'd come up with that.
Hugs. So,
Man.
I'm gonna look, see, do we have a... Alright, we have a winner!
Oh.
We have a winner!
Go on.
With 3 votes. Iron Duke and Gobi.
Hey.
You have won the first straw poll for the game.
Boy.
And I am gonna roll you a uncommon major item.
Oh.
How far does the light go, Seth?
30 and then an additional 30. 30 bright, 30 dim.
Okay.
They rolled super well. As you look down and kind of you realize you sat on something. And basically, you don't actually feel it. Gobi's yelling at you. You're killing someone. The little dragon says.
Killing someone?
Yeah.
Like, sits up.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, okay, never mind. It was just bracers. You kind of see these leather bracers, and they are bracers of archery.
Hey, that's cool.
They're an attunement item for your character, and that you can add those to your sheet right now. Character. The ranger gets a super useful item.
Oh, is my quarterstaff attuned?
No, it's not. It does not require attunement.
Okay.
So while wearing these bracers, you have proficiency with longbow and the short bow. You get a +2 to damage rolls and range attacks made with weapons. So damage and your attack bonus go up by 2.
Awesome.
All right.
So he looks to him and says, puts down this weird kind of it looks like double the size of a credit card. Okay, it's made out of like what looks like a gold material, and it's got this small kind of like clockwork hole with like a gear. So the inside you have the gear of the hole and then the gear on the outside, and it's just got this small like glass in that hole, and there's this small like red jewel. It says that should get you inside the facility at least.
Okay. What is it exactly?
That's your key card.
Oh, okay.
It'll get you inside the facility. After that, you're on your own.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Normally, breaking into these places is the hardest part.
Ember slowly slides the keycard towards her and away.
Ember, you also know exactly how these work.
Yep.
And then you're immediately happy that you have one because you know how difficult the locks are to actually bypass.
So, at least this means Ember doesn't have to blow a hole in the wall.
That would be that.
No, I was just
I'm
going
sure
to
she'll
turn
find
the
something to blow up.
I was just going to turn the iron the Warforged into a living bomb, but
Yeah, I know
I'm
the players
thankful.
haven't even retweeted. Craig, it's like they're
Okay.
it's like they're slacking.
You just tried.
It's like I don't have the link to read it,
Alright,
so I
no.
can't look into my Twitter.
You
It's
twist a
in
guy's
both-
arm.
It's in both of the discords.
I know, but I can't log into my Twitter to move.
Hugs.
I even own Twitter.
Do you even own? If you own Twitter, you're a really rich man. So there's that.
Yeah, you have that going for you.
With
I don't think any of us own Twitter. I don't think Seb would be doing this if he owned Twitter.
I would. This is fun. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
So, you're sitting there as you hear a scuffle downstairs before you hear a loud gunshot.
Well, that's unpleasant.
He kind of stands up and looks and wait here.
Why do these places always lead to violence?
Why does everywhere lead to
Kind of
violence?
cracks the door open, looking as you hear another couple gunshots. And he just closes the door and puts his back against it.
Can
Go.
we tell if it's from one gun or multiple, or
It sounds like one gun, but multiple guns, but from the same general area. So it's either a couple, two individuals sitting next to each other, or maybe one individual. And he just
Okay.
looks go, pointing to the window.
Oh. Well, windows aren't exactly,
Like,
smart to
pick it up
exit
window.
from.
He goes,
Window.
would you,
open.
would you rather deal with the hunter? Because I'll leave and you can take him.
No, okay. He's just in his miniature panic. You just start going through the window.
Brae goes
what-
up to him, kisses his cheek, and then goes through the window.
whoa? What floor are we on?
You're on the second floor.
Okay,
Yeah, you're.
I'll just
I'll
just jump out of the window.
do like the crane pose and land.
Yeah, the second floor is nothing for me.
So as you go to the window,
Superhero
are
landing.
you the first one jumping out? Thatch, because you can slow fall.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Alright,
makes sense.
Thatch goes to dive through the window and he gets stuck halfway through. You just see Furbog butt in pants,
Well, this is
kicking
embarrassing.
his legs.
Oh god.
Push, window, push.
Ember will run and kick him from behind.
All right, give me an athletics check, Ember.
Yeah, my greatest skill.
You feel something bounce off your butt. You don't move.
Xavier in his panic tries to push him. Push, window, push.
You just feel like a limp shoulder in one of your butt cheeks.
Can try to like
Yeah, give me an acrobatics
I
or
don't
your athletics to push
twist my
yourself
way
up.
out.
Yeah, you can.
I'm a pretty flexible guy.
Brae sighs and goes to help them.
Yeah, you realize like you're counterbalanced by the slight push.
I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2.
I know.
Can I just
Travis,
dismantle the frame?
you look down, like there's there's kind of like a flickering light, and you see a window smash, and you see a bar just go flying, and he's like, "Run away!" and he smacks into the ground. He gets up, dusts himself off, and runs.
That does not seem like a smart bard. Go, bard, go!
Can I dismantle the frame? Just like undo whatever.
Why
it's
don't
holding
you have the big? Why don't you have the heavy, the really heavy thing run at him?
Oh yeah, the Warforged.
God, I have athletics and
Anytime,
stuff
Barry.
isn't good.
Yeah, athletics.
I will just run at him.
Nope, Brae steps out of the way.
So does Ember.
At advantage, you just
Oh,
okay. So Thatch, you, the Warforged, and the window frame and part of the wall begin to plummet. You are kind of wearing a windowsill tutu as you land, and the Warforged goes boom, slams into the ground hard.
how does that affect my landing?
No, you're still fine.
Okay.
Ember shouts down, "Oi, catch!" and then jumps down at him. Catch!
Catch! Jumps after Ember.
3 dexterity save.
Brae,
I will attempt to catch Ember.
Okay.
Basically, just face planted
Is that dex save from me?
That's the next save from you. Yeah,
to the concrete or whatever.
Thatch looks as Gobi looks up and goes, "Choo choo," and he looks down for a second, just long enough for both Ember and Xavier, who have jumped out of the window, to hit both sides of his wooden tutu, shattering it in half, and both go right on their face, landing. Ah, it hurts.
My mask! Ah!
I regret
There's a
nothing.
small crack in your mask.
Did someone slip me something while we were in there, or?
Brae, do you look before you
Brae's
jump?
Brae's gonna look down, look
Oh
back
yeah,
at the guy.
there's like a dumpster. It's about halfway, up the wall.
She's gonna look back and say, "Are you sure I can't stay here with you?"
He looks and goes, "I'm not sure which is more dangerous, to be honest with you." Just then, by the way, Huggles, you hear another
I'm gonna-
gunshot. And he
I'm
looks
gonna
down.
grab the ledge.
Yep. He looks down and you just see crimson pooling, and he just looks and goes, "Go."
She grabs the ledge,
Yeah.
lowers herself down,
Yeah,
and then
easily.
drops into the
Easily.
dumpster.
Yeah, you drop on the closed dumpster, and you just like kind of you bunny hop down and bunny hop down again.
We should leave now.
Looking generally helps you guys, by the way.
I can't. There's fucking fur butt in my way.
Well, you did unleash him, so that's good.
I mean, I have no qualms about this, but I think the monk needs to practice his reaction times, or he's never going to be able to catch any bullets.
8 foot.
Never going to be able to catch any bullets. Can't even catch an Ember.
He did with his tutu.
What you have to consider, Epi, is whether he meant to catch you or whether he purposely stepped out the way.
That is true. That is true. So as you guys begin to run, you hear another few gunshots in rapid succession. And you just hear the thud as you kind of run down the way. That being said, I'm going to remind everyone in chat, there are a number of ways to affect our game. You can retweet. At 10 retweets, everyone in the party gets an advantage. The advantages from retweets need to be used that session. However, anything donated lasts for multiple sessions. At 20 retweets, they all get a natural 20. 30 or more retweets, and you go ahead and start getting magical items, straw pulls to affect the game, all sorts of good fun. That being said, you can also donate. We have a donation table down below with a link, or you can be a Patreon and call on your Patreon bonuses as people have already, such as Craig. So, you guys start heading down the dark alleyway, running away.
Excuse
A
me.
cat.
I'm skipping.
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of these little the blinking lights. There, in this world there is baseline kind of electricity through steam power. It's just not super. It's not used everywhere. Every so often in these alleyways, you'll come across a flickering sort of illumination as you run deeper into the city. Is there anything that you guys would like to roll based on what you just saw?
Run faster.
You have a
From
decent.
what Brae saw of where he was shot and where the blood was it lethal?
Oh yeah. He basically was able to lethally shoot him through a door, not knowing his positioning.
Can I roll a perception to see if we're...
Yeah, go ahead. Do a perception.
Not my strong point, by the way.
No, no.
A 5.
You aren't aware that you're being followed.
I have a
Okay.
very important
Continue to
question,
skip.
Seth.
Sure.
Is that cat actually in the alleyway
Yes.
with us? I will tell it good evening as we run past it. And it understands exactly.
Yeah, it says meow back to you. Do you understand it?
I don't.
Okay, so just meow.
Very limited communication with beasts and plants.
Okay. It has a fish skull in its mouth,
Nice.
pulling out of a dumpster.
Like classic Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
Kinda.
exactly. That straight up.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Looks, waves a paw at you. So, anyone else doing any rolls?
Xavier wouldn't do any rolls. He'd be too panicked trying to get away.
Are we being followed?
What would you like to roll to find out? Perception?
I mean, I've had good luck with it so far today.
You have.
But my luck would run out.
Some might say you've only natural 20 on perception checks.
Damn.
Okay. Come on, 3 in a row.
Now she's gonna get a nat one.
I'm gonna say
Not-
because no, she's got advantage. She was the last one there. She's last in line. That's 3 natural 20s in a row.
Oh my god!
That's insane.
Oh my god.
You kind of look back as you're the last one down, turning this the quickest alley they can, trying to break sight. Right. You see the following individual kind of poke his head out from the hole in the wall, looking directly at you.
She swears profusely and quickly turns the corner.
And
It's
kinda
McCree.
He kind of takes a long drag from his cigar.
Did we just
putting
lose
back
Effie?
We might have. Putting down his the gun in the holster and just breathing out smoke. You hear at the vinyl as you turn, running. You hear another a kind of more a different style of gun. You figure basically what the other guy had on his hip. As he goes to shoot it, you hear it ricochet off the stonework of the building across the street, and you just hear him just turn back and just one loud thud as you realize he just shot him right in the face. Would you like to roll me anything based on what you saw, Huggles?
Yes, but I'm going to DM you.
Okay.
Nope. That is nosy.
I am not Nazi, contrary to popular belief.
So you claim.
Are you the sure, Seb? Are you the sure?
I am always the sure. You're unsure. You weren't close enough to kind of get that.
Yeah.
But
Alright, so
would you like to roll
Brae.
me a history based on who he is?
good. I'm good at that too. If not.
Nope. What do you want to so? You guys make it down an alleyway, kind of into the crowded night streets as you move together. And we did lose an epi. Something came up in real life he has to attend to.
Okay.
As you guys are starting to make your way down and in towards heading towards, generally I would say the tower. You realize if you're being hunted, you have to at least try and make it to the mission point. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's being said as you kind of are maneuvering your way through the crowded nightlife, heading towards the center of the city?
No one noticed me, no one noticed me, no one noticed me, no one noticed. He's just repeating that to himself quietly in Sylvan.
Some guy still by goes, I noticed you. You look at his eyes there, he's strung out as hell.
Even though I think I'm faster than everyone else, I'm gonna make a point of trying to stay middle of the pack just so I can help out if something happens.
Yep.
Oh, this is fuck.
There's some buildings are being shut as they kind of pull these heavy steel gates in front of the doors and being locked up to businesses.
What time is it?
It's probably about 1, 2 in the morning.
Right. Okay.
You know, basically the only places that you guys are seeing open are kind of like the different kind of bars and taverns. All that kind of have these like neon flickering kind of signs over them. You know, advertising all sorts of things.
We either go do this now or we find somewhere to hide. That guy is gonna hunt us.
What guy, huh? What?
Should we stop and fight?
No.
Yeah.
Can all of you make me a history check? Brae, I'll let you make me another one as you guys are kind of discussing it.
History? Oh man.
Another natural 20 for Huggles.
Oh my god!
What the heck, Huggles?
Huggles, stop stealing them! Stop
4
stealing
out of
them.
every 5 rolls have been natural 20s.
I'm paid up with Roll20 this month.
There we go, Sonic. Thank you for the follow. So, Iron Duke, Brae, and Xavier. This man is simply referred to as the Hunter. He is a top-tier assassin for the country. He's said to have never missed a shot. He is basically the bane to the Resistance's existence.
He's the Darth Vader.
Yes. He is Order 66.
Oh shit.
Oh. Oh dear.
I say we keep going.
It would be foolish. We've just got to stay ahead of him.
Well,
Brae,
the airship is
you know,
very
you would
fast
also
way.
know.
Mhm.
He doesn't kill you quickly. Normally, he'll shoot you to disable you, so your time runs out, and he will torture and question, and his methods are known to be the most horrendous.
Okay.
So do we hide or do we go to the mission now?
He will probably find us. I suggest the airship.
Alright, we keep going.
If we do now, we have surprise. If we wait, they have time to prepare, and he has time to find us. Let's
Okay.
not let him find us.
Okay.
I like my face this way.
Yeah. I like my mask.
So, you guys begin running. You know, not to draw attention to yourselves, but kind of kicking it up that extra notch like you're in a hurry. Down through the streets. As you kind of make it towards, you know, basically where you were shown to. Kind of a back entrance towards the airship tower itself. Ember kind of taking the card and immediately, to all of your surprises, and knowing immediately how to use it, unlocking the gate.
Brae,
As you guys-
can I insight Ember?
Sure. I'm gonna run it like an NPC, by the way, because she's not here to
That's
roll for
fine.
herself. Obviously, you're not sure why she has this information, but definitely it could be, she has been known to be, very in tune with machinery and stuff. So it could be that, or it could be something else. You're not quite sure.
Well, it
Obviously, I'll let you ask when we get to her back,
Yeah.
and you can
Yeah.
play from there. So as you guys kind of enter, closing the gate behind you, the camera kind of pulls back from you as you rush towards the bottom of this tower, and you just, the camera peels back to that same street. You see the man with his dark hat and kind of trench coat, slowly walking while he is puffing a cigarette and says, "Oh, the hunt is on." Taps it, looks towards the tower. Don't go too far now. Kind of drops the cigar as it hits a pool of water. Kind of that initial sound when something hot hits water, the sizzle, and as the water kind of soaks up into the cigar itself as the screen fades to black. And that's where we'll end it for today. Seeing we're down to Ember, you guys are about to get into a bunch of things that all the characters should be here for.
Right.
Short episode 1 because we had to do a bunch of stuff on the preload, but we'll be back next Sunday for episode 2 of the Fate of Vaumar as they ascend the airship tower with, I believe, the plan to steal an airship. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for the follows, the Patreon donations, participating in the straw poll. We'll see you guys back later today for some more D&D, probably some gaming, and all week. There's a schedule down below. We try to adhere to it as best we can. You can also join us on the channel Discord, where you can apply to play on the West Marches games. So we'll see you later. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a golden mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see